Hi. How are you guys doing? Good morning. This is 1:07 a.m. in the morning Nigerian time. And I want to assume that some of you are still awake, some of you went to hang out, and some of you who are outside the country are still awake. So I decided to make this video by this time because I want to assume that you guys are more settled. You're not distracted. So you'll be able to pay attention to me by this time. Because I know you're just chilling on your bed, scrolling through your phone, flipping through blogs. How are you guys doing? As for me, I'm good. We're going to be talking about what you should not do on Valentine's Day. This video is going to annoy some people, as usual. Blessings to you. My videos are always triggering. It actually brings out the trigger in a lot of people. So I'm going to be telling you what you're not going to do on Valentine's Day. Right. Yes. Valentine's Day is a day a lot of people are expecting gifts. Some of you are expecting gifts on that day. Your boyfriend is supposed to give you a gift, rose, flower, Range Rover, buy you a house. There are so much expectations on Valentine's Day. First of all, what is Valentine? Valentine is a special day set aside for lovers. People should come and show love, share love, and all not word. And before we start, I'm going to quickly introduce myself. My name is Okoro Blessing in Kiruka, and I'm popularly known as Blessing CEO, Africa's Certified Relationship and Mental Expert. So, what you should not do on Valentine's Day. Number one, don't have sex on Valentine's Day. I know you're going to be angry. Blessing, what is that? You are finished washing and preparing your kwekus. You want to give it to your boyfriend. I know. Yes. You want to share it with your husband. I know. Yeah, I know you finished preparing your kwekus. Some people are finished booking hotel. Don't have sex on Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is not for sex. Valentine's Day is for reassurance. Valentine's Day is for renewal of vows. Love is not what people give to you. Love is how people treat you. On Valentine's Day, you're supposed to sit down and have valid conversations with your man and your woman. You people have been having sex now. Why are you angry just because I say you should not have sex on Valentine's Day? Why are you upset? You've been having sex now. Have you not been having sex? So if you bring out Valentine's Day and say, I don't want to have sex today, let us have conversation. Let us renew our promises. Let us reassure. Let us talk about the things that have been hurting us in the relationship. Let us make a change. Is that too much? What do you think that Valentine's Day sex is going to do for a man or a woman? You think it's going to make them change? What do you think the sex you're going to give people on Valentine's Day, what do you think it's going to do for them? It's going to make them change? Or when you make love to your boyfriend on Valentine's Day, he will give you money, or he will change, he will buy you a car. There is nothing that's going to happen when you have sex on Valentine's Day now. But the point is, a lot of you are not doing the right thing on Valentine's. Valentine's Day is Lover's Day, where everybody's mind is open. There is love in the air. It's like Christmas. During Christmas, everybody's hands are open. Christmas is when people give without even looking back because it's a celebration season. So it's easy for you to beg your uncle for money during Christmas. They've not given you all throughout the year. They'll give you during Xmas because that's when people spend money. That's the happiest time to, spend money because it's a celebration time. After Christmas, January, nobody's going to answer you. That is what Valentine's Day is about. Valentine's Day is for renewal of promises. It's not for sex. It's not even for gifts. Gift is an extra. Valentine's Day is to remind that man how he's treating you. Is your boyfriend treating you right? Is your girlfriend treating you right? In your marriage, is your husband treating you right? All those side chicks, you don't want to talk about it. Your wife, all those nagging, you don't want to sit down and talk about it. That is what should be discussed on Valentine's Day. Because on Valentine's Day, everybody's mind is open. We assume that people's mind is open to receive love. Right? I think that is the best time to sit your spouses down and have valid conversation. Not having the same sex you people have been having over and over again, eating rice. On Valentine's Day, all the fast food are always flooded with small children. You are eating rice. You've not been eating rice in your house. If you go to the eatery joint, you will not even see anywhere to put your leg because they all came to eat rice. No! That is not what is supposed to be done on Valentine's Day. Close your leg. No sex. Tell your boyfriend, baby, I don't want to have sex today. I want us to talk. Baby, I don't want us to have sex today. I want to have valid conversation with you. Baby, I don't want to have sex today. I want to know where this relationship is going to. Baby, I don't want to have sex today. Let's talk about the things you've put me through. Let's know where we are headed to. Those are the kind of valid conversation you should have on Valentine's Day. Because Valentine's Day, your man is happy. If he buys you gifts, that's when he's excited to want to give you gifts. If he has paid for a hotel room, yes, but don't have sex. Have conversations. Know if he's willing to change from all those bad attitudes you have been complaining about. That's the time to know if a man truly loves you. There is love in the air. Baby, the way you're treating me, because a lot of you who are expecting boxers and singlet and flowers, these men are not treating you right. These women are not treating you right. Valentine's Day is the time to have that conversation. Close your leg. You've been having sex. You've been having sex. Nothing changed. Year to year, you've been knocking. From the beginning of, you've been having sex. So close your leg. Just set out that day and say, I don't want to have sex today. I want us to have productive conversation. Baby, where are we headed to? Baby, this relationship, where? What next? Baby, the last thing you did to me, I didn't like it. Baby, there's this particular character about you I don't like, and it keeps repeating itself. Baby, where is the destination? Baby, what's our future plan? Those are the kind of conversations you should be having. If you're a married couple, you talk to your husband, talk to them. Okay, what's up? You know, you renew your vows, renew your promises, because marriage and relationship can be tiring. You know, maybe your husband has forgotten what he used to do when he met you. Do you understand? So the marriage is now boring and is not shaking. Everybody has become brother and sister. So Valentine is the time to renew those things, to tell your spouses, baby, it's time to treat me right. Oh, this thing, you've not been doing it for a long time. Baby, this our marriage has been boring. Baby, let's spice it up now. Let's do something. Baby, there is something you have been doing to me I don't like. That thing you keep repeating. That's the time to have valid conversation. Close your leg. Close your leg. You know, in relationship and marriage, a lot of you have put sex. And that's the reason why your relationship and your marriages don't work. A lot of men that don't like blessing CEO's conversation is because I'm telling you to respect yourself. Many men just want to be using you. So when a woman wants to tell you to reduce, nobody is saying, I cannot stop you from having sex with your partners. After all, before you started having sex, did you consult me? No. But sex has become so overrated and so cheap. It has become so cheap that you need to find something more. Do you understand? You need to find something more. Sex has become the most cheapest thing you can give to anybody. It doesn't have value anymore. Because of the way you people have, you know, share every time you're opening your leg like wardrobe. Nobody is saying don't make love, but every time you are spreading leg like wardrobe. That's not be so that they do them now. No. Close your leg. Most of you don't know what you're supposed to go and do in a relationship. When people like us are coming to guide you, small children will be making noise on social media. Most of you, you're not going to relationship to go and knock. Relationship is not about sex. Sex can come along the way. But you people are beginning to make sex the major thing in relationship. No. Some of you are having sex with strangers. You don't know your boyfriend. You don't know your girlfriend. The only thing you know is your boyfriend's manhood. The only thing you know is your girlfriend's private parts. You don't know anything about her. A lot of you are dating and you are married to strangers. Nothing. It is because you don't have conversations. There is no way you can know people when you don't talk to them. The only people that can know you are people that you have conversations with. That's why a lot of people shy away from conversation. My husband is a quiet man. My boyfriend is a quiet man. Nobody is quiet. They don't want you to know them because when you have conversation, you give out so much. Yes, when you talk, you give so much without knowing. That's why some men don't like talking. It is from talking that you get to know people, not from sex. Sex is just a few minutes and you guys are done. Some of you are dating strangers. That's the reason why your relationship is a mess. Some of you do not have good communication skills. And when we are talking, it's as if nobody is saying you should not have sex. But the problem is, you keep complaining about the same thing over and over again. It's because you have a pattern. And that pattern is every relationship you get into, you go there, you're having sex. No. That's not how they do it. You must learn good communication skill, especially as a woman. Learn it this Valentine. You cannot talk with your private part. You talk with your mouth. You create conversations. Close your leg. Your leg cannot get you to anywhere you are going to. Your voice will. People want to hear what comes out of your mouth. When people say, oh, this woman is intelligent, what do you think they mean by intelligence? Intelligence simply means, what do you know? What have you learned? What are you good at? It's because many of you don't know anything. That's why you are always afraid of conversations. It is conversations that bet commitment. For a man to want to marry you is what he has heard you say. Because it's what you say that will determine where you are going to and where you are coming from. Some of you don't have destination. 24 hours, you are knocking. You are knocking. You are knocking. Are you not tired? Even you that is the woman that is the knacker and the naki, are you not tired? Your relationship is a joke. Every time you go to your boyfriend's house is to go and open leg. Even you say sometimes you be like, I don't want to go, I don't tire, I don't want to knock today. It is conversation that is called bonding. Without conversation, you can't bond with anybody. A lot of you, it's as if most of you know me on Facebook. It's because I talk to you people. A lot of you have become so close to me. What's the meaning of fans? What's the meaning of fan? Oh, these people are my fan. It's people that you brought close to you. The only way you can build a fan base is when you communicate with your fans. When you give your fans something about you, they feel like they are close to you. Sometimes it's as if you know some celebrities because you watch them for a long time. You've watched them talk. You've watched them live. You've watched them do some. So you feel close to them. You can be able to say one or two things about some celebrities that you love. It's communication. You can't love people that you don't know. That's the reason why relationship and marriage is tiring. All of you are complaining, hey, this relationship, I don't tire. Is there love? Love is wicked. Love is not wicked. Love is beautiful. Marriage is beautiful. Relationship is beautiful. But you people are going there for the wrong reasons. That's the reason why it looks as if it's a walk. Anybody, I beg, I don't want the relationship. I beg. No. You people don't want to put in work. If somebody come and want to tell you the right things about relationship, you are angry. Imagine a video I made where I was telling women not to give boyfriends their wife material. Some lunatics, I call them lunatics. I saw some small children in blogs, blessing, keep quiet, that I said you should stop sleeping around. You should keep your dignity for your husband. Some lunatic children still had the guts to drag me. It's to show you that there is no more morals and there is no more value. If you come out now and tell a girl not to keep her virginity, they will still drag you. If you come out now and tell women not to fornicate, they will still drag you. You people have normalized bad things. You people have normalized crime. You people have normalized Yahoo. You don't want anybody to tell you the truth. But when the consequences come, you are looking for who will help you. Blessing free. If I open my inbox for you, I don't even read my Yahoo Messenger. I had to delete it because I don't sleep on Facebook. I deleted my messenger. Even my PA got tired. I busy my DM on Instagram, my DM on TikTok. Or is it the emails in my office? All of them, they all want free therapy. After making bad decisions, after following bloggers, after dragging Blessing CEO on Facebook, you will still come to me privately to come and give you free advice. Then when I'm talking on Facebook, you have the audacity to be dragging me. Then when you make this mistake, you still have the same audacity to come to my DM for free counseling. You must be a joker. You must be a what? A joker. Now you're on my DM. Blessing, I need you. Blessing, I need you. Blessing, I'm depressed. But when I'm talking on Facebook, most of you are taking the video. Blessing, you, they deceive young girls. Blessing, you, they spoil relationship and marriage. Just because I'm giving you guide. You want to normalize bad things. But you don't want to face the consequences of the things that you want to normalize. All of you now, like I'm telling you now, during Valentine, close your leg, don't have sex. Some of you be like, I beg, go sit down, go sit down. But when you get unwanted pregnancy, now you be like, I'm a single mom, please help me. I'm a single mom, blessings, see you, help me. I'm now telling you to close your leg because I know that you're not ready to be a mother. You will not hear. You will go and have sex without unprotected sex now on Monday. 1 month later, you will not allow us to hear word on Facebook. You don't want to follow good protocols and morals, and you don't want to face consequences. Close your leg. Close your leg. There are lots of things you can do in relationship apart from sex. Many of you are not doing the basic things that requires a relationship. You're just going there to have sex. That's the reason why any small thing. Who are you sleeping with? Who are you dating? Every time is who are you sleeping with? A lot of women do not even care about who is taking their husband's time. A lot of women do not even care about who is talking to their husband. They only care about who the husband is sleeping with. You are so focused on your man's manhood. You are so focused on sex. In fact, some of you don't even know your husband. You know his manhood. You don't know your boyfriend. You know his manhood. Because the only thing you are focused on is who he's sleeping with. Who is sleeping with? Where is the manhood going? You don't even know the person you are married to. You are only where is the man? Who is he sleeping with? That's the only thing. And that's why the marriage doesn't work. I have told you guys before, it is not who your husband or your boyfriend is sleeping with that is the problem. It's who they are talking to. I have told you guys this thing before. If sex was that powerful, all the prostitutes would have been married. If sex was that powerful, ashawo for don't marry. Ashawo for don't collect your husband. If sex was that powerful, you know go date your husband's house because you know that a lot of wives cannot have sex. Waiting wife they do. The responsibilities a lot of wives are facing in their homes, they don't even have time for sex. In marriage, self, how many times do you even have sex? With the children, responsibility taking over, you don't even work. So it's not sex. So if it's about sex, your husband will not put you in the house. In fact, if it's about sex, a lot of us will not be qualified to be in a relationship because some of us don't even get power. We are always tired. After we don't go work, we don't take care of children, we don't shout on staff, we can't face in-law, can't face people on social media. We are already tired. If man come meet you, you go say, baby, please, can I sleep? Baby, please, let me just sleep. If it's by the criteria of sex, some of you will not be married. Some of you will not even be in a productive relationship. It's not sex. It's not. I've told you guys before that the difference between a girlfriend and a prostitute is communication. The difference between a wife and a runs girl is communication. When a man starts to talk to the woman he's sleeping with, he has the tendency of falling in love with her or marrying her. Yes. So don't be afraid of that person that your husband is sleeping with, Seth. It's the person he's talking to. It's the conversation that makes them bond. It's conversation that makes people bond, not sex. That's the reason why you can pick up a prostitute and finish sleeping with the prostitute and pay them and go home. Where you start to fall in love with Oloshi is when you start to ask, why are you even doing prostitution? Once you ask that question, you don't enter. She'll not tell you. She'll not find one lie and not lie to you. You now pity her. Hey, yeah. So you want, what if I give you money to go to school? Will you stop this thing? Now, so love take this time. Before you don't fall in love with Olush. Communication. If you don't talk to people, you can never be attached to them. You can never be attached to people that you don't communicate with. That's why if you want to do Olusho, if you want to pick up prostitute, you know they talk. Your own madam open leg. If possible, you put headsets. Madam open leg. Make I they go. No emotion. It is conversations that bet emotion. It is that person that can engage your husband, that can engage your boyfriend, that they can fall in love with. It's not sex. I've told you guys this same time, sex is just temporary. Sex is just an icing in the cake. It's not sex that a man used to put a woman in the house. If you are good in bed, that one is an extra skill. It's not sex. It's overrated. Stop allowing these people deceive you and tell you that it's knack. It's not knack. They are basic thing a woman needs to have. to be able to keep a home. It's not this nonsense people are doing in relationship. You knock today, knock tomorrow, knock next tomorrow. And when people are coming to teach you about morals, you think, oh, they form sense. They do this one, they do this one. I am one relationship therapist that, if it comes to living a decent life, sometimes when I see people saying, she know they practice waiting, she they preach, I go they laugh. I'm one relationship therapist that live, you know what it means for someone to live a decent life? Forget what you see on social media. Because if I don't live a decent life, I don't cast. As controversial as I am, if I was wayward, they don't cast me since now. Of everything you hear about Blessing CU, you cannot hear that Blessing CU is a prostitute, except people that just want to talk nonsense. I'm a very, very decent. There's some things I don't do. There's some things, you know why? Because there's no value in it. Sleeping around is a no for Blessing CU. I'm not trying to be a saint, but there's no value in it. No man can come out now and say, oh, I paid Blessing for sex. It's not possible. I dey talk and with I dey use and brag. As controversial as I am, if I do all those things, if I don't come out for Facebook now. So, because they don't have anything about me, they are dragging me. So, because they don't have any current news about Blessing, so they are going to my past. The only thing they only say about Blessing is that she's divorced. Finish. Nobody can come and say, oh, I saw Blessing here. Blessings. Never. Never. It's not me. So when people come and say, oh, relationship therapist. No, it's because there's no value in it. That is the prestige. That is the voice. And that is the reason why I can say anything I want to say. I know they fear anybody. It's because I know that I have morals. I have values. That's why I can come and tell you not to do it. So when I talk, I'm runs girls go to vex. There's no value in it. If you want apart from the people who are making money out of prostitution, I'm talking about girls. I'm talking to girls who want productive relationship. It's not about sex. It's not about that knock you're doing. No. Close your leg. Learn communication skills. Give yourself some dignity as a woman. You're not doing it for a man. You're doing it for yourself. There's this peace, there's this sanity that comes with being decent. I can't remember when last I treated infection. I can't remember when last I was scared of unwanted pregnancy. I can't remember when last I felt sick. Because I live a decent life. So I'm not doing it for a man. I'm doing it for my sanity. There's this peace that comes with decency. Nobody's telling you to be a good girl. But there's this peace. There's this sanity that comes with it. You know that they waka any waka. You just day your day. When you are decent, when you are disciplined, you will be able to find out where your problem is coming from. Some of you don't know where your problem is coming from. Your problem can be traceable when you are decent, when you are disciplined. Life becomes easy. When something is happening to you, you know where to attack it from. Some of you don't know where your problem is coming from. Yes, that's why you're jumping from church to church. It's the kind of lives that you live. So, we talking about it doesn't mean we are trying to be a saint or we are trying to be a good girl. I'm just trying to tell you, my baby girl, you can have peace by living a decent life. There's a difference between pretending to live a decent life and actually living a decent life. Me, I'm not a church goer. I don't carry Bible. I don't do all those noise. But I live it. You can't even come and say you saw Blessing in this club. I don't go out. Is that bad? You can't kill me by poison. You can't kill me by drink. You can't kill me by outing. Because you will not even catch me there. You can't kill me with sex. You can't kill me with man. I'm a very disciplined woman. Forget that I am controversial and I play on social media. I'm very disciplined. I can't remember when last I felt sick. In as much as, yes, it's the grace of God, it's also part of the kind of life you live. The kind of things you bring into your life. Sometimes we are the ones that kill ourselves by the things that we allow. You'll be shouting, God, 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 grace, grace, grace. But sometimes you are the one that will help this grace to find you. Sometimes you need to make grace easy for you. I'm telling you the truth. Sometimes grace is finding you, but you are making the grace hard. If grace meets you, grace will leave you because you are too dirty. Grace miss everybody. Every time grace, you are praying. When grace locates you, grace will run because the things in your body is too much. Grace can't stay with you because you do the open leg. So when grace comes, grace will run. Because grace self likes small peace. At least give grace space to stay. Now you have occupy everywhere with manhood. If grace come everywhere, you go see black, you go see blue, you go see yellow. Everywhere where your life, na private parts, na manhood. So where grace won't stay now? That's your prayer point where you pray. Where the grace won't stay for your life. But when you give small space now, when grace come, grace will see somewhere to sleep. It's not when grace come, you go to see spam everywhere. You don't see anywhere to put head. You are jumping from church to church. There is peace that comes with decency. It's not overrated. That's the reason why I don't have story in my life. The only thing you see people talk about me are the things that I create. People don't know anything about me. That's the reason why from today, anything they want to talk is divorce. She divorced. She cannot keep her home. That's the only thing they have to say on the media now. Before they were shouting, she no build house. Onyeze, she lie. She thief house. I don't build house. They don't leave that one. Before, what they used to drag me with his house. This guy will lie. He thief house. He thief person. Nah, blessing don't build house. They don't go back to, he divorce. He no divorce. They don't have fresh news about me. It's because I don't live a wayward life. There is no way I will live a wayward life, eh? Person never for don't snap me, video me. This blessing, see you waiting to make noise. Do you know how many people are waiting for me to fuck up? Do you know how many people are waiting for Blessing CEO to mess up? So because they don't have any bad news about me, they'll keep going back to my past. He divorced, he no divorce, he no get husband, he they do relationship. That's the only thing they have to say about me. And it gives me so much peace. Because everything the media have about me is the things I give them. Now me still come out, can't tell them say I divorced. Nobody say they find them. Now me give them the gist. You call yeah, she divorced. You can't be like saying them go find the gist. Now me come social media explain to them saying me divorce. All of that he divorce. Gist where I give them. Now they carry sense. And this divorce is since over 7 years ago. I've been divorced for over 11 years. And I came out over 7 years ago to tell the media that I was divorced. 7 years ago news, then they see they carry it here now. Imagine I was living a wayward life. Please. Please. I know you don't like Blessing CEO because Blessing CEO is always telling you the truth. But the truth about it is, when the consequences of this thing come, do you have money to take care of yourself? When you finish shouting, Blessing CEO, shut up. Relationship and marriage don't have rules. Blessing CEO, shut up. When the consequences come, I hope you will not be hovering around and be begging people. Can you take care of a child? Do you have money to take care of your disease? This one where they rain on a ritual, they go collect your pants, use do ritual. Eh? Do you have the financial capacity? Do you have what it takes to back up what you want? All this sex you want to have, are you ready for what comes to with sex? You cannot be having unprotected sex and not be expecting consequences. When this thing come, bless him, man, I will not be there for you. Man is be doing my talk on social media and be in my office and be making my money. Don't come and beg me for money. I will not give you. I don't have. I will not do giveaway. I will not do giveaway. I'm now talking now. You are shouting, let's see your mind, your business. I will not do giveaway. My own is, if you want to make all those crazy decisions, be ready for the consequences. It's not when consequences come, you'll be looking for free therapy. You now want to see Blessing CEO. I'm talking now, you don't want to listen to Blessing CEO. When consequences come, you start saying, Blessing CEO, I want to die. I'm depressed. I want to see you. I will not see you. I am not born to come and be seeing depressed people. I want to see beautiful people. I want to see people who will say, Blessing CEO, your message saved my life. I don't want it only when you go and get pregnant and when you are depressed. When I'm talking, you are abusing me on Facebook. When you get pregnant, I'm the first person you want to come and meet. By the time you get pregnant and get disease, you forget that I'm a divorcee. You forget that Blessing CEO is not married. When you need help, you know they remember say she don't divorce. But when you want to misbehave and you're looking for validation, you go to curse Blessing. You are the one that will suffer the consequence. It's not me. So all I'm just doing here, I'm just doing sisterly, motherly, and friendly love, which is to share my voice with you. If you want to take it, if you want to follow bloggers or you want to follow comedians, or follow all these Olori Bruku children on social media that just have small followers and they are making noise. You can follow them. I'm not, but my own is when consequences come, don't come to me. Go to all these your comedian. When consequences come, you better go to Gist Lover, go to Instablog, go to all these upcoming bloggers. Go there. It's not when there's problem you come to Blessing CEO. When there's no problem, you go there and go and read news. That is always my anger. When they have wahala, it's me. When they don't have wahala, it's blog. People cannot come and kill me with problem. Oh. I'm somebody's daughter. I am what? Somebody's child. It's not only when the going is bad. You people remember Blessing. When the going is good, you're on different blogs, allowing them feed your brains with rubbish. Then when the going is bad, then Blessing CEO will become your mentor. I'm not a mentee for problem people. Me, I have problem too. So, with this viewpoint of mine, I hope I've been able to tell you something you shouldn't do on Valentine. So close your leg. Okay? So somebody actually told me on the comment section that she wanted to ask a question. So if you have any question, you can go ahead and ask. You can go ahead and ask any question if you want to ask. Question. Somebody said she wanted to ask a question on the comment section, but I was still talking then, so I couldn't pick the question. So right now, I'm reading my comment section. You can go ahead and ask your question. I will be able to read it and give you a reply. Question, guys. Question, guys. I'm waiting for your questions. Waiting for your questions. Hey, my ring light don't shake. Hold on, guys. Sorry. The ring light actually moved a bit. So, any questions? Go ahead and ask your questions. If you don't have any questions, then somebody said, when will you be coming to Sierra Leone? Don't worry, I'm going to do a tour. But for now, I don't have time. So don't worry, I'm going to let you guys know. Somebody said, who is your Valentine? Jesus. I am married to Jesus. Bloggers, leave me alone. I am married to Jesus. Bloggers, leave me alone. My husband is coming to take me away. I am married to Jesus. Bloggers, leave me alone. So my Valentine is Jesus. Do you believe in long-distance relationship? And also, I'm yet to physically see my girlfriend. Is it a must I pay her a visit? I live in Ankara, Turkey. She's based in Kaduna, Nigeria. Long-distance relationship is based on understanding. Paying her a visit is just to make her feel special. You know, women, she wants to feel you, she wants to touch you, she wants to see you. So paying her a visit if you have time is not bad. You know, so it's dependent. Somebody said, I have not read a book for a year. I feel empty and rusty. I spend unnecessary time on social media. How do I change this? My darling, the easiest way you can change this by reducing your social media habits is being intentional. It's called intentionality, right? I'm going to teach you what I did. When I came on the social media a few years ago, I realized that I used to spend so much time. I'll be watching Omotola, I'll be watching Genevieve, I'll be watching people. I just woke up one day, I realized that I spent all my data watching people. And I told myself, no, I want to be able to give people also something to look out for. Be intentional. Tell yourself, I want to be able to do something. Let social media be leisure. When you want to sleep, you scroll through. Do you understand? Be intentional. Tell yourself, today I want to read a book. Because you see the social media most of you are watching. You see these bloggers. They are using people to make money. They use people to make so much money. So stop giving them that attention. Be useful to yourself. That's why they will fabricate news. They will lie. A lot of these things that bloggers write are lies. Some of them will lie to you that you will not even miss your real helper. They are making money. It's their work. So you need to be intentional and tell yourself that today I want to read a book. A lot of you have Google on your phone. You don't Google anything. You don't do research. You don't do findings. You don't read. So you have to be intentional about it. Do you understand? So intentionality is what does the magic. What's the next question? Somebody said, what do you have to say about a partner who is cold and distant? I think the reason why people are always cold and distant is when there's a lack of communication. Cold and distance coming when you can't talk, when there are no conversations. So I think you have to find a way to spring up that conversation to know what the problem. There's something that is actually making her cold, and that's something that's actually making her distance. And I think you guys haven't talked about it. That's the reason why. So find a way to spring up that conversation and know why she's that way. There's a reason. How do you get a man? How do you get a man to marry? How do you get a man to marry to you after 11 years of relationship? How do you get a man to get married to you after 11 years of relationship? But if he couldn't marry you for 11 years, are you sure he's going to marry you? Because 11 years is enough to get married. If he didn't marry you for 11 years, are you sure he's going to marry you? Eh? My dear, 11 years is too long to keep a woman. So if he has kept you for 11 years, my darling, I don't know. You guys have to have a strong conversation. You better ask that man, Oga, if you know you're not marrying me, let me go. Or you are the one tying yourself in the relationship. Because oftentimes when there is a relationship like this, a lot of times it's the women that are tying themselves. The man have even let you go a long time ago. Because if we begin to dissect this your problem, you see that you are the one tying yourself in this relationship. The man have left you. Yes, some women just tie themselves to a relationship. The man is already gone. So your story is not complete. Blessing. Tell them STD is not only HIV. Tell them that our population is becoming a problem to the world. Tell them to protect themselves. We did here, my darling. When you think you are in the right relationship with someone, but the reason is not right at this point in your life. I didn't get that message. I didn't get that message. So to the woman in 11 years relationship, my darling, be sure you're not the one tying yourself. Go and look for the key and unlock yourself. Because 11 years. People are trying, no. How can you be in a relationship with someone for 11 years? 11 years. God forbid. Hey, long man. Can't be in a relationship with someone. If you don't born 1 or 2 by now, you don't born 11 years relationship woman, you have kids. If you have kids, okay, it's even better. He's not supposed to born like 4 within this 11 years. Because what were you doing with him for 11 years? Yeah? You say? Pass strong. I need to name you Patience. Huh? I know still. Somebody said how to get direction in life. Just tired for my life. Click the link on my bio and subscribe to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is a life guide. Even to the person that said he doesn't like reading, click the link on my bio and go to my YouTube channel. Every information you need to put your life into stability is on my YouTube. Life guide, relationship guide, very detailed. So you can go there and keep yourself busy. Somebody said, how will you know you are in the right relationship? It's simple. How are they treating you? Many of you always ask me this particular question. How are they treating you? It is because you overlook how people treat you. That's why you keep asking, how do I know I'm in the right relationship? For you to be asking this question, it simply means you're not in the right relationship. Because if you're in the right relationship, you'll not be asking, how will you know? So it's because that person is not treating you right. Pay attention to how people treat you. When you see how people treat you, you don't need a soothsayer to tell you. Most of you are always asking this. Most of you that always ask, how do I know I'm in a good relationship? How do I know a man loves me? It's because you know they don't love you. So most of you live in denial. You're just looking for somebody to be validating those nonsense you are doing. Once you start to ask, how do I know that my boyfriend loves me? He does not love you. How do I know I'm in a good relationship? You're not in a good relationship. I'm telling you the truth. Because you know, you just have that self-denial. Just want to be deceiving yourself. To be keeping yourself. You know. How is it treating you? From how it's treating you, you will know if you are in a good relationship or not. Somebody said, my girlfriend is Muslim and I'm Christian. I want to marry her. Why not? So long as you guys are compatible. Religion is, or culture or religion is not an issue. So long as you can live with the person you are married to, it's okay. Whether you want to marry an old man or you want to marry 50 years, 70-year-old man, 80 years old woman, you want to marry a boki, anybody you want to marry, so long as you can live with them. Shikena? Simple. Because marriage is more of compatibility. So long as you can stay with them. You know, oftentimes, it is you people's noise that is making us talk about relationship and marriage. Without the noise, we will not be here now. It is because a lot of you will go and marry who you cannot stay with. That's the essence of all these guidance we are giving you before marriage. So long as you can stay with them, people will not come and disturb us. It's the disturbance that is making us come out to talk, to guide you, for those people that want to learn. If you can live with people, compatibility, why not? Go ahead and marry anybody you feel you're compatible with. Somebody said, what about women above 40 that is not married? What would you do for such person? Go and have kids. If you're a woman and you are above 40 and you're not married, go and have children. Go and start making babies if you can make babies. If you're still fertile enough, if you're not fertile enough, there are lots of ways you can make babies, surrogates, and all that. But if you don't want to have kids, because there are some women that don't want to have kids, you can adopt. Sorry, if you don't want to adopt, you can just get yourself busy, get a career. But you need something to keep your life going. You need something to live for. So if you're that woman, you're in your 40s and you don't want to have kids, or you cannot have kids, you can try surrogacy, adoption. But if you don't want to do anything about children, get a career. Get something you live for. Something that has to keep you going. Either a career, kids, family. That's the reason why we actually get married. We actually get married for companionship, something that keeps us going, something we look back to, something we want to work for, something we want to live for. Because if most of us don't have children, we will not be hustling this hustle we are hustling. No? Because personally, the small money we are making, we can take care of ourselves. Our extra hustle is to be able to, leave something for our kids, do something for our kids, leave a footprint for them. So if you're in your 40s, please go and start having kids. If you don't have kids, then start up a career. Something to keep your life going. The problem I'm having is, how can you know if she's the right one for you without making the wrong decision with her? Like I said, watch how the person treats you. You can never go wrong with that. There's a problem with relationship. Many of you lie to yourself. There's this lie you tell yourself. I'm going to give you an instance. There's this guy I was in love with. Hey! If I was in my 20s, my darling, I would have married this guy. If I was in my 20s. Do you know why I said if I was in my 20s? Because in my 20s, I would have been able to overlook a lot of red flags. Because my ex-husband that I married at the age of 18, everything he was doing to me in the marriage, he did to me in the relationship. I did as if I did not sit in the relationship. His relationship, when I marry him, he will become a better man. Right? Good. So, in my 20s, I could ignore red flags, but I love this guy. But the red flag, he'll tell me, baby, I will change. Okay, let's just get married. Baby, marriage has a way of changing a man. Baby, maybe when we start having kids. I'll say, oh God, I've been there before. You cannot change nada. And I keep telling him, you are not changing for me. You have to change for yourself. The mentality is that people think that they are changing for you. And the crazy thing, this guy I'm telling you that I love might end up changing for another woman. When people are asking you to change, it's for your own betterment, not for their own betterment. That's the most annoying part. You'll be begging a guy to change one particular attitude. You will refuse to change it. Once he now meet another girl, he will not change for the girl. You'll not be asking yourself, but I begged you to change for 5 years now. Is this the one that be begging you for 5 years? You refuse. Now you met this girl within 3 months, you have changed for her. It simply means some people will use you to grow up. As a woman, you are going to mold some boys into men. And as a man, you are going to mold some girls into women. It is not all of them that you will marry. Some of them, you will mold them for another man. That's the honest truth. Do you understand? They will not change for you. They will change for the next person. That's the honest truth. So until we begin to understand this in life, the better for us. I'm telling you, this guy, when it comes to sex, oh God. I don't even want to remember him right now, because I could remember him right now. I can just come. He's good. Hi. If I was not aware, if I was not exposed, if I was not a relationship therapist, I would just ignore all the red flag, just marry this guy, because his sex game, he's good. He's good. No, he's the kind of person that when he touches you, you forget about all your sorrow. But even with the sex, oh God, I know they marry. I know they marry, because sex will not matter in the kingdom of the Lord. When we get to heaven, sex will not matter when we get to the kingdom of the Lord. In the kingdom of Jehovah, sex doesn't matter. No, you will not use sex to blind me. My brain is intact. Oh God, no. You will not use Bola to block my brain. Never. Holy Ghost fire. Oh my man. I swear. If not, this guy, hey, he's everything I want in a man. But he red flag. His own red flag is not just red, it's bloody. You know, we have normal red flag. We now have bloody red flags. Hey, his red flag is not just red, it is bleeding, menstrual blood. I said, carry your sex and be going. Carry your I don't want, just go. So the fact is, first thing first is, you must be able to tell yourself the truth. Most of you don't tell yourself the truth. So the difference between you and I is that we have gotten to the stage that we are honest with ourselves. When you become a grown, matured woman, you will learn how to be honest with yourself. It's called the power of intentionality. Intentionality simply means you tell yourself, hi, this thing no dey work. Hi, this guy get plenty comma. Hi, but make I manage him like that. I go manage him. Now, acceptance. You know that this person has a flaw and you are willing to live with it. Good. Don't go and be pretending like you don't know that this person has a flaw. Do you get the difference? What kills your relationship is that pretense. He has a flaw, but God will change him. Accept that he has a flaw and you can live with it. Not when you enter the marriage, you're not going to be disturbing us. That's red flag. If you can live with the red flags, it's okay. But don't be doing as if you are not seeing the red flag. So some of you lie to yourself. That's why relationship and marriage is hard. Until you learn how to be honest with yourself, relationship and marriage will be so easy for you and so sweet. Just tell yourself the truth. Hi, this guy is not good enough for me. Hi, this boy too they lie. He too they cheat. Hey, but he's good in bed. Anyway, I go manage him like that. I go use the good in bed whole body. I go manage the cheating and the lies. Once you get to the level of acceptance, good. You can, not the one you be lying to yourself. He's cheating because girls used to seduce him. That's where the problem comes in. So this guy I'm telling you people about, my dear, I had to tell myself the truth, even though the sex was good. Hi. There was a day I broke up with this guy. I told him, I'm done with you. I'm done with you. He begged and begged and begged and begged and begged. After begging, I told him, okay, we can just be friends. He said, okay, we can just be friends. He said he wants to take me out for dinner. I said, I don't want to eat anything. He said, okay, please, can I just buy you the food and bring it to you? I told him I have food in my house. He said, I want to buy you your favorite. There's this rice I used to like. It's called special rice. He said, okay, I've already bought the special rice. Baby, can I bring it? I said, send your driver. He said, I want to bring it by myself. I said, okay, come. He came. He brought the rice. He said he wants me to eat the rice in the car. He wants to watch me eat. I told him, please now, baby. He said, oh, for you to still be calling me baby, it simply means you still love me. I told him it's because I'm used to calling you baby. Okay, let me eat the rice in the car. So I started eating the rice in the car. He was playing music. The AC was on. So as I was eating, he was making me shy because as I was eating the rice, he was looking at me. So I was like, stop looking at me now. Which kind of love is this one? He said, eat your rice now. Am I talking to you? You know, as I was eating the rice, the next thing from eating rice to the next thing, I started feeling his touch. I know the funniest part. I can't tell him no. Once he touched me like this, I'm wet. That's the mad thing. As toxic as he is, as his red flag is bleeding with menstrual blood, if you just touch me like this, I respond. You know that point somebody touch you, and I'm like, stop. He said, why is your voice? I said, stop. I couldn't even, you know that point you can't resist somebody. There's no jagaba when it comes to that guy. I don't know how to do jagaba. I said, stop. The next thing, I've dropped food in the car. Don't drop food. Stop it. Baby, just stop. Just stop, baby. My sister. Now so, the next thing, I don't drop rice for car. The next thing, pants don't shift. The next thing, I didn't even know how I moved from the front seat to the back seat, my sister. I don't know how I got there. I don't know whether they moved me. I can't even remember whether it was me that went there or they threw me there. The next thing, we don't knock. He now says, baby, can't you see that we are compatible? At least even if I offend you, when we make love, everything can be alright. I say, Ma! Ma! Carry your love making and go. Love making is sweet, but I know they marry. I show me with BP. I don't want to have BP. I don't want to die young. He said, I won't kill you. I won't kill you, baby. I love you so much. Okay, I'll change. Watch me from today. Watch me from today. Like, I don't know. When I finally watched him, he still the same thing. Maybe when he says, watch me from today, 1 week he be doing like a good boy, good guy. After the next week, phew. What was the red flag he had? Now, his red flag is that he's not consistent. He's not a reliable guy. He knows how to disappear and appear. He's this kind of guy that we'll finish making love now. Everything will be all lovey-dovey. Call him in the next 1 hour. His number will be switched off for 3 days. Is that the kind of man I want to marry? After 3 days, he will reappear in your doorstep with roses. Where have you been? Maybe I had a business meeting. My battery died. I didn't even know where I kept my phone. Huh? Yes. Leave my house. Baby, I'm sorry. I came back. I'm at your doorstep. Leave my house. If I come out here again and you're still in front of my house, I will break your head with bottle. Baby, you are the celebrity. If you break my head with bottle and somebody video you, are the celebrity. That's what he always tell me. Ha, baby, you know. You're a relationship expert. I'll tell him, leave my house. So he always triggers me to want. And the funniest part is that he likes violence. He likes it when I'm angry. So when I go and like push him, immediately I touch him, he will hold me. You know when somebody will grab you, I'll be struggling. Leave me alone. Leave me. He likes all those jumps. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. From leave you alone, they've shifted pants. The next thing, they've pushed you to the wall. You're already knocking. I'm like, I can't keep doing this. I don't even know where you are from. The next thing, do you understand? After the sex, everything is sweet. He takes you to the bathroom, take you a shower, go and get you. He will disappear again. I say, hey, which kind of evil spirit are you? He disappears and reappears. That's his red flag. He's not a kind of person that you can say, oh, I'm in trouble, let me call my boyfriend. His phone will be switched off. The number if that is switched off. Very unreliable human being. Is that the person I want to come and make my husband? He wants to give me BP. He will tell me, baby, the fact is that whenever I go, I always come back. I say, where do you always go to? Shebi, anytime you go and come back, you will meet me in my house. Imagine anytime you go and come back, you don't see me at home. He said, that's the reason why I want to marry you. I said, oh, really? You like the fact that I can comport myself and sit at home, but you cannot stay at home. He said, that's why you're a woman. I said, I don't want to marry a kind of man with this mindset. Imagine if I'm disappearing and reappearing like you. He said, baby, I cannot marry a woman that is disappearing. I'm marrying you because I know that you are home. Really? Shebi, every time you go and come back, you are sure I'm in the house. And there's no time he comes to the house, he doesn't meet me. If he comes to the house, that is him, he comes to my office. Those are the 2 places you can find me. I don't get missing in such places. Except maybe when I go out or I travel out of or I go for business meeting. I'm like, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing this. Yes, the sex is good. Somebody said, I can see you're still in love with him. Yes, I'm still in love with him, but I'm not going to lie. I love him. Like, I'm crazy. I love him. But I love him so much that I can't marry him. I can't marry him. No. Shukari is disappearing and reappearing and go. I'm like, no, I can't do this. And apart from the disappearing and the reappearing, he likes drama. He likes toxicity. He gets turned on when we are fighting. He likes all this, get out! Get out! He doesn't like the calm part of me. He doesn't like that part that I'm calm. He likes it when I'm all agitated. He says he likes that bossy part of me. He likes it when I boss him around. Get out! Come on here! And I'm like, how can you say you like that part? He said, it turns me on. I just like it. So he would deliberately make me angry. So I'll be shouting like a mad dog. I'm like, this can't be marriage. So you would, and when I start to scream, the next thing he's like, why are you shouting? I'll tell him, you know that point you're already angry. You tell me, why are you shouting? I'll tell him, leave my house. Get out of my house! Sometimes when I go to his house, I'll be trying to leave the house. I'll be shouting his gate man's name. Come on, open his gate! Come on, open his gate! There was one that happened one day. I was shouting, gate man. Come on. He told his gate man, if the gate man opened the gate, he's going to lock him up and accuse him of stealing $10,000. Gate man ran back into his house. I said, oh, really? I went. I didn't know where the key was now. I was struggling with the gate. The gate was not opening. He was just sitting down at the bonnet. He went to go and sit down on top of the bonnet of my car and was looking at me. No drama now. Where is the key? Rubbish! I'll leave this car for you. I will break this gate. I was banging. You know, women and drama. He now told me, baby, come and sit down. So you're shouting. You want the whole neighborhood to know that you're here. You're a celebrity, oh. And that's what he uses to weaken me. When I start my drama, he just tell me, you're a celebrity, oh. They will video you, oh. I'll not say that true. Medicine will not come video me, put for Facebook. So sometimes I wish I was not out there. The kind of drama I would have done with that guy, eh? Hey. But sometimes he tell me, you're a celebrity, oh. They'll video you, oh. I have no choice than to just, oh yeah, please come and open the gate. You say you're not going anywhere. You're not going to go angry like this. Oh yeah, come, let's go back inside and go and talk. I'll be like, please, I want to go. I'm tired. You say, please now. Oh, now. You know that point is, I want to, oh, come down from the boat. I will drive you to the gate. Oh, you say, drive me. His lungs, I did jangle over. Yeah, baby, drive me. Oh, God. I love the guy. I love him. He gave me some really good, crazy, toxic memories. He gave me really good toxic memories that when I remember it, I just smile. But I beg. No, I'm not getting married to that guy. I can't. I wish I want to. He's the guy. He's fun, but nah. He's disappearing and reappearing. He's no for me. So I don't know why I'm getting all emotional right now. I don't know. I'm feeling some type of way. I just feel like calling him right now. I don't know. Holy Ghost fire. I just feel like calling him right now. I don't know. Love is wicked, right? I know love is wicked. But sometimes we need to make this decision so that we don't suffer in future. You know, sometimes when you're making all this decision, we are making it so that in future, I'm not going to be talking story. Somebody said, don't cry. I won't cry. I won't cry. I wish I never talked about him. I don't know why I talked about him. Now I'm missing him. I just pray I don't call him this night after this live video. Because if I call him, that guy is a mad guy. He can start to drive to my house by this time. He's not normal. He's not normal. Two things is that if I call him and his phone goes through, he'll drive to my house by this time. And if his phone, either his phone goes through or his phone is switched off. Yeah, let him go. Let him go. Somebody said, don't you think if you marry another man, you'll be cheating in your marriage? No. There's so many of my exes that I've let go that are sweet. No. Once I make up my mind and let him go, he'll go. He'll go. He'll go. Cheat? No. Is it because I'm blushing? I'm blushing because he gave me really good memories. You know, he gave me good memories. And he's a sweet guy. Yeah, it looks like his red flag is bleeding. He's a very sweet guy. And any woman that is going to marry him is going to enjoy him. If she can deal with the disappearing and reappearing. You know, some women can deal with that. I can't. Any woman that is going to be able to deal with his disappearing and reappearing, I think he's a good guy. A woman will enjoy him. Aww. Sometimes when I even think about him getting married to somebody else, I feel this on my body. Like, ugh. He will not tell me, so baby, you allow another woman to have me. I said, are you meat? They should have you now. You are now. He said, you're not for me Jagaban now. You're not for me Jagaban now until you see my wedding card. I said, go carry your wedding card and go. And he was like, if I get married now to someone else, I'm going to cheat with you. I said, no, with me. Because me, I would have been married by then. He said, I will cheat with you. So what he used to tell me is that I'll wait for you to marry first. I said, you grow up, baby. Me, that is very picky. So better go and get married if you want to get married. I'll be fine. And he's like, no. If I get married, you'll be my biggest temptation. And I'm like, nah. Once you're married, I'm done with you. I'm done with you. So he said, oh, you're waiting for me to marry before you get done. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Because even if he comes here right now, I cannot tell him no. I can't say no. Like, there was a time I was even praying over him. There was a day he saw me in the mall. I went shopping in the mall. I didn't see him. He saw me. So I was picking something, putting it into the rack. Somebody just came and held me by my waist. I told him he was the one. Right there, he started kissing me. I was like, we're in public. He was like, I know. Let's go to the toilet. Come on, baby. Are you mad? I've not seen this guy for like 3 weeks or going to 4 weeks. And then let's go to the toilet. Oh, God, you mad? I said, come on. You know if you don't follow me to the toilet, I'm going to drag you. You want us to embarrass ourselves. I said, don't do this. He said, trust me, I will. I said, don't do this. He said, pick everything you want to pick. I'll pay. Let's go. I said, toilet. He said, it's going to be fun. I said, I'm not going to the toilet. Why can't we have sex in the public toilet? He said, the car. I just want to have you right now. Like now. And as I was looking at him, he was fucking erect. In the mall. And I told him, you are so shameless that even in the mall, you can't control your manhood. He said, it's you. I saw you from afar. I had finished buying what I was buying. Immediately I saw you, I gave the driver the item and ran to you. That's how demonic you are. Blessing see you, you're a witch. I'm like, how am I a witch? I'm not wearing anything seductive. He said, you are a witch. You don't need to wear anything seductive. Okay, let's go home. I'll send the driver to come and pick up all those things. Write your list. I'm like, I'm not having sex with you. He said, you will. I could swear on my life that you are wet. I said, I'm not wet. Wet for what? He said, I could. Should we bet? I'm going to give you 200,000 if you're not wet. How much are you going to? I said, I don't have money. He said, 200,000. If you're not wet, don't give me anything. I said, how do you want to check? He said, let's go to the car. I said, oh, you want to put your hand? He said, no, your wet. It's going to be dripping. Like, you're mad. After all this, you're mad. You're crazy. You're stupid. I still sheepishly followed him to the car. You know when somebody controls your mumu button? You're mad. You're stupid. You're foolish. Don't do this. After everything, I usually gave his driver the basket and followed him to the car. You know mumu now? I feel like mumu. I followed him. And I actually went and he went to check. And I was wet. And he says, marry me. Marry me, blessed to see you. Because this is us. We are connected. I'm not going to marry you. Holy Ghost fire. So sometimes I understand when you are so tied to somebody emotionally, and we've all been there. We've all had that great, crazy experiences of, being tied to people and we can't let them go. But you have to be strong enough because our futures are more important. So that we don't go and make a temporal decision that is going to cost us a lifetime. Somebody say, blessing, I won't go sleep. Go sleep, Nana. Somebody said, Che, he's really very tempting, my darling. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. All this strong woman. My sister, when it comes to that guy. The only luck I have is that he loves me like crazy, and he protects me like mad. In fact, he even looks out for me more than I look out for myself. If not, if that guy didn't love me, he's one guy that can really mess me up. I swear to God. He's one guy that can really mess me up. But I'm so lucky that he loves me to stupor. Like, he protects me with his life. He protects me with his life. Somebody said, smile. You would have considered him knowing his weakness. No. Somebody said knowing his weakness. No, you know the funniest part? If I marry this guy now, that's what I keep teaching you guys. And that's the difference between reality and fantasy. If I marry this guy now, you see this exciting thing we are doing about sex, it's not going to be happening because marriage is a different ballgame. By the time we get married now, we'll start having kids, responsibilities. All these things we are doing then will not matter. Because then the kids are involved, responsibilities are involved, career is involved. That's one thing about marriage. So when you're marrying this guy now, you think that those sexual escape is going to continue in marriage. No, it's going to reduce because responsibility. We are doing all these things now because it's just, us. But by the time we get married now, expectation, responsibility, in-law, children, who have time? I'll not even be in the mood. So that's what happened oftentimes. Do you understand? So you don't judge from that perspective. And that's why when we talk about, there's some certain things you look out for in marriage. It's not sex. I'm telling you the truth. If you want to use sex and marry a man, you go wound. Because when you get to marriage, it's a different ball game. That's why it looks as if sometimes in marriage, my husband have changed. No, it's a different ball game. So I'm too exposed to be marrying a man for sex. No. It doesn't work that way. Marriage changes a whole lot of things. Marriage is reality. Marriage is where your eye will open. Do you understand? Is it when there's children you want to go and come and be knacking all those spontaneous knacking? You don't even have time. As a woman, you'll be very busy. When your body is still preparing you, you are not seeing. I beg. So in marriage, it will change. It's not going to be as it is right now. We might not even have time. In marriage, you might even be having sex once in a while. This one is because we are not married yet now. We are single. We can, meet anywhere in the mall, have sex. Do you understand? But in marriage, it's a different ballgame. The escape will not be like this. So it's not a weakness. So it takes you to be smart, to be able to know that in marriage it might not work like that. So when you're making all those crazy decisions, have that at the back of your mind. So that's why you don't use because of sex and say you want to marry somebody. That's the wrong move. A very wrong move, because by the time you get married, you're not going to see the sex. You even be tired of it. Like when you're married, and if I marry this guy right now and he wants to come and do all this sexual escape during marriage, I'll be angry. I'll be getting irritated. Yes. Because then you'll be like, what was this? It's sweeter in relationship, not in marriage. That's the truth. It's sweeter in relationship, not in marriage. What nonsense is this? When you're trying to struggle with the kids, you just had a baby, you're trying to struggle with your body, your waist trainer, somebody's coming to bring manhood. Those things that actually excite you as a young girl will start to irritate you in marriage. Yes. Remember I told you people that as you grow, the things that you want begin to change. Those things that was sweeting you in relationship, in marriage, you be everybody. You want a man to raise your leg. By the time you start to grow older, by the time you start to carry responsibility, start to have kids, start to have other realistic things that preoccupy your mind, raising your leg to the ceiling. When somebody wants to raise your leg to the ceiling, you will slap the person. I'm telling you the honest truth. So this is the reality a lot of young girls know that they're going to face in marriage. It's a different ball game. It's not what you're doing in your relationship you're going to be doing in marriage. Because as you grow, you evolve. The reason why you don't want what I want is because some people are still too young to understand where we are coming from. Wait, let them get to our age. Do you understand? This thing comes with age and experience and maturity. Wait, let them get to our age. So when you're talking to a girl in 21 and in her 20s, they'll say, this woman should go and sit down. They make she go rest. Let's say rest. Wait, let them get to our age. Their mindset, those things that was sweeting you, that sex that was sweeting you as a young girl. By the time you marry and start to face basic responsibility, if your husband carry his manhood and come, you tell him, please, 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 please. I've not done the children's assignments. Please, I'm cooking. Please. Please. Especially probably when you're working as a woman and you have clients, let's assume you're an entrepreneur. You have clients that are shouting on your head. You never deliver cream, oh. You never deliver my hair, oh. They are dragging you on like, it's now manhood that you be pursuing. So that's the reality of marriage that a lot of young people have not been able to fathom. So that's the reason why when they enter the marriage, you should be doing them like deja vu. Because some of them actually think that they're going to marriage to go and knock. The way he's knocking me in the relationship and spreading my leg. When he married. So when they enter the marriage, you'll be like, I was not informed. I'm informing you now. So you need to be able to think ahead. You should be able to think ahead. So with this viewpoint of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you. I had to just gist with you guys tonight. I hope you've been able to learn something. So somebody said, is he attractive? The guy is cute too. He's tall, he's dark. Hi, the guy is fine. He's cute. He's tall, he's dark, he's handsome, he's everything a woman wants physically. And he's not just tall, dark, and cute. He now has money. He's financially stable. Very comfortable as a man. Right? He now knows how to make love. Hi. The guy is good. I don't know if he's me, but he's good with my body. I don't know about other people, but he's good. The only thing is the red flag. He has red flag. And his red flag is bleeding. Red flag is an double top bara. Obara. Menstrual blood. Somebody said, just like my wife. What did your wife do? There are relationships you keep for some reasons, not for marriage. Yes, my darling. You need to be smart enough as a woman to be able to accept that there's some relationship that will not lead to marriage. You just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Somebody said, blessing, come marry. Better leave that guy. Okay? Where were you this time? Be like, say your whole flag. No be blood, you go they bleed. Your own feel they bleed, they cry at the same time. When I leave you, I beg. When I leave you. So guys, what about a woman that is not romantic? A woman, everybody's romantic. It's just that sometimes people are not relaxed enough to bring out that side of them. You know, it's relaxation that is romance. Some women are not relaxed enough for you to see that part of them. Everybody's romantic, but you've not brought out that part of them. Just like me now, this relationship I told you I had with this guy, he was the romantic person, I was the rigid person. Because I will not go close to him if he does not come close. He's the one that does the whole touchy. I'm the one that will be doing, leave me, Joe. Stop it, Joe. As if he's not sweeting me. I'm that kind of person. Stop it now. Don't touch me again, I beg. Stop it. I know when somebody knows you very, very well. Stop now. Stop, please. I'm doing something. You tell me, I'll spoil this your live video now. I'll spoil your live video now. I'll choke my head now. Say, stop now. Oh, you are too sex. Everything about you is sex. You not tell me. You tell me, put hand for breast. Swear, say you never wet. I say, I'm not wet anything. Say, put hand for breast. Blessing see you. I say, please, I'm not wet. He say, blessings you. Put hand for breast. Swear. Put hand. I said, leave me. Leave me alone. It's every time you're doing touchy. Did I swear for you? Did I swear for you? You now tell me, this touchy is you. I'm not this touchy you. Funny enough. He used to tell me that sometimes, if I have an opportunity of meeting any of his ex-girlfriends, he's not this romantic. So I feel we are just connected. Because he's telling me that he's not a romantic person. He's the kind of person that does not even like sex. But with me, he doesn't know. So I think we just connect. So everybody's romantic. It's just to find out that person that is going to bring out that romance in you. You know, some people have a way of bringing out the romance in you. So if you find that person that can bring out the romance in you. So I think everybody's romantic. So maybe you've not brought out the romance in your wife or in your husband. Or your girlfriend. So, guys, I've decided with you guys enough now. So let me go to bed and go and sleep. I hope you learned one or two things from this video. I hope it's going to help you one way or the other in your relationship and your marriage. Okay, somebody said you're going to marry him. You're wrong. I'm not going to marry him. Well, if I wanted to marry that guy, I would have married him since now. Wow. I can't marry a disappearing and appearing guy. Yeah. I'm not going to do that. Somebody said, you act like my wife. Always say stop it. And last she starts singing song. Don't mind us. So we are among the Stop It I Like It WhatsApp group. Now we day here. Somebody said, what if he's watching? I don't think so. He's not a social media person. You hardly catch him on. He's not a social media person. I don't think he's gonna be watching Facebook. He's not you can catch him maybe when he's Googling, reading, research, but Facebook, he's barely even on Facebook. Even if he's on Facebook, he'll just scroll and pass, but he's not a social media. On his phone, there's no app. It doesn't have app. It doesn't have Instagram. It doesn't have Facebook. And that's how I like my men. I love men that are not on social media because I'm a social media rat. So I like it when my man is not on social. So he doesn't even have any app. No Facebook, no Instagram. The only thing he has is WhatsApp. And he can do Google. He doesn't do social media. Somebody said, I know you're already getting wet for me. Is that it used to wet? Watermelon or River Niger. Okay, guys. I'm going to bed. Tomorrow is Saturday. Somebody said, I like this kind of gist. Bad picking. Why won't you like this kind of gist? Spoiled gear. Somebody said, you're beautiful. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Alright, guys. Have a splendid night too, my darlings. Well, so I'll go to bed right now. Somebody said, have you tried to ask him his reason for disappearing? He doesn't have any reason. He just disappears. He's just a carefree person. We've talked about it, and he says, baby, that's who I am. That's what he keeps saying. That's who I am. Sometimes I just put off my phone because I want to do business. My phone is distracted. I'm like, you say you have a woman that you love and you know she's going to be calling you. He says, but baby, I always come back to you. Highest I'm going to stay away from you is 1 week. I say, at least tell me where you're going to now. He said, the disappearing just happened. He doesn't use to plan. He will just disappear. I'm like, oh shit, river goddess. Oh shit, herbalist, Dibia. He didn't appear, they already disappear. Dibia, I forgot. He may disappear for 1 week. Gazi may, you go bush, come back. No. So he doesn't. The disappearing and the appearing doesn't have any accountability. He doesn't want to tell you where he's going to. He's not doing anything illegal. He's a legit, businessman, and all his businesses are legit. But he doesn't know how to give. He hates to explain himself. He hates to be telling a woman, "Okay, baby, I was here. He doesn't like it. So he says, whenever he wants to do business, he will switch off his phone and finish everything he's doing because he doesn't like to be distracted. Then come back to me. I said, no, it doesn't work that way. So it's not like when he disappears, he's cheating or he's doing anything bad. No. He's a very transparent person. His password he doesn't lock his phone. He doesn't even have app. I even do most of his transfer. Sometimes he tell me, baby, I'm tired. Help me transfer so and so amount to somebody. So if he's transparent, he is. But I can't be doing disappearing and appearing. That's why I said there are some women that will be able to take it. But He doesn't want to explain to me where he's going to. He doesn't like explaining himself to anybody. He likes to just go out and come back. Go out and come back as a man. Mbao. If I'm getting married to you, I should know where you're going to. What if something happens to you? Am I not the first person they're going to come and ask? It's easy for him to be doing disappearing and reappearing right now because we are dating. What if we are married and we have kids? Where will I tell my children that their father went to? My father, your daddy is not around for 1 week. He disappeared and reappeared. From where? Do you understand? No. So marriage is a different ball game. If his mother or his father comes around and they ask me where's your husband, I'll tell you I don't know where my husband went to for 1 week. It's a slap on my face. So if he cannot explain himself to me and give me some level of accountability when we are dating, marriage is going to be hard now. So his problem is just that accountability. He doesn't like to explain to a woman where he doesn't like, not even a woman, he doesn't like to explain where he is going to. He hates it. It's not just me, even his mom. If his mom asks him, he'll tell his mom, Mommy, Biko, I'm a big boy. That's what he used to tell his mom. He doesn't like to explain himself. And that's a mighty red flag. Because when it comes to marriage, we are going to fight about that. Because my husband can't be disappearing and be reappearing. So if you know you want to get married and you're not ready to give accountability to your wife, then don't marry. That's singlehood. It's only a single man that can be disappearing and be reappearing. Only a single man, because then you are living your life for yourself. But when you say you want to get married, you want to keep a woman in the house, you love a woman, you should be able to know where you're going to now. Do you understand? Okay, Norma Juliet. All right, darling. Love you guys. Good night.